My favorite thing about AI so far is that the blockers are becoming less of blockers. Maybe I'm 50% of the way through getting an account set up and I've run into some copy issues. Rather than send it over to a copywriting team and wait for a response and have them write something and then edit it, I can put my first round of copy together with AI, make edits where I think it makes sense, but then send that over and say, hey, you like this, or do you want to make a change to it? And then rather than back and forth 3 or 4 times, they either proof what I do or redo it or whatever they do. The step moves on a little bit quicker.
If I was maybe talking to one of my brothers who are thinking about starting a business, I would say absolutely do not hire an agency when you're starting a business. That would be a terrible mistake. Marketing is one of the core functions of a successful business. And at the very outset, it's extremely important that you have your finger on the pulse of the market, seeing what the market resonates and what they don't resonate with. Steve Jobs says that the personal computer is like a bicycle for the mind, and Naval said that AI is like a motorcycle for the mind. AI should become an amplification of your taste. And so developing the taste is really the key skill. Taste is knowing the market and understanding what they're going to resonate with.
It's really hard to get something good out of AI without knowing what you're actually trying to get out of it. When I'm going to try to do something new, whatever I come up with myself, I'm often sharing it with whatever model I'm using at the time and just saying like, hey, evaluate the goal of whatever I'm working on and rate how I'm doing versus that goal. And if you could do a third option, what would be your third option and why? And it's really interesting just to see some of the stuff that you'll get back from that. And so often coming up with that first or second round for myself and just seeing how the models sort of agree or disagree with me, and almost always putting one in as a A/B test to just say, does the AI know what it's talking about? And 20-30% of the time, it does better, but it's good to just use it as a partner to keep yourself honest.
I would say if you're going to be using AI, obviously there's opportunities across all areas of the business, whether it's marketing or finance or whatever. But I would say to dedicate time into learning how to become an expert user of AI rather than someone who just does a simple prompt. And sometimes they get what they want, sometimes they don't. So whether that's just doing your own research online or attending things like this, that can really teach you how to master some of these very powerful tools that are out there. I've noticed it's increased the quality and the consistency of the work or the results that I can get from these AI models. I feel like I've been able to learn how to interact with AI at a more advanced level. I'm able to produce at a much higher quality and a much higher volume. So I would recommend just investing time in learning how to interact with them properly so you can get a high quality output.